Like what, give me an example of a bad, like a non-permaculture way of somebody's doing it in a way that they're not using permaculture. Maybe that will help some people too. I think giving that opposite.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're absolutely right. When you talk about these are things that I've already been doing. Remember I said earlier that permaculture, my way of interpreting permaculture, organized common sense. These are
Mm-hmm.
things we've already been doing. These are things that have been passed down for generations of, hey, if I'm not using those leaves, put those in a compost pile and I can get those back and put those back into my garden later. It's reusing those input and output streams
Mm-hmm.
continuously and making sure that you have a flow. So if someone were to say, well, if I wasn't using permaculture, what would my, let's say, garden would look like? We talked about earlier about having a garden. I want to go into my backyard. I want to be able to produce 10-20% of my food. And I was going to do that. I was going to have chickens that are going to handle my compost. I'm going to have a garden where I'll take any of the excess from the garden and drop it into the chickens, and they'll continue to compost that. I could take their manure at the end of the year and then put that back into the garden when it's resting in the winter. So all of that is a flow in a system. You're making sure you're taking care of the earth. You're making sure you're getting more return than what you're putting in. The opposite of that is, well, I'm just going to put in ornamental trees in my backyard. And then you decide, well, maybe I'll do a garden, and I'll put a garden all the way in the back side of my property and I'll grow a garden there. Well, you haven't thought about where the water is going to come from. And so you don't have a 100-foot hose. So now you got to go get a 100-foot hose and run your hose all the way out there. And then you realize, wait a minute, I don't get off of work until late because of my daily commute. So I won't be able to even water the garden. It'll be dark by the time I water the garden. I don't have any lights out there. That's somebody who did not even think about it. So, well, what can I do? Well, I could spray Miracle Grow and put all kinds of fertilizer and chemicals and things on that, and maybe that'll help me. Well, that's not very regenerative, and that's not helping the earth. So, and then it could get worse. Well, okay, now I'm just not going to take care of it. I'm just going to leave the garden there. I'm not going to worry about it. Everything's growing everywhere. It's a total mess. And now what do? How do I clean that up? How do I get that back to at least just a backyard where I could do something where it's overgrown? I got stuff everywhere. I got hoses strung everywhere. It's just a total mess. I don't feel like doing it. It's no flow. I can't maintain it. That would be the exact opposite of someone who designed their backyard using permaculture, as opposed to someone who just threw stuff together and then just trying to figure it out and try to make it happen. And then it just all falls apart.
Okay, I see that. And that now, with you describing that, I know a lot of people are probably thinking, that's exactly what I'm doing. So if you're listening to this and he just described you, maybe you should consider using permaculture.